Hi, my name's Sydney, and this is my friend Ching. She speaks 3 languages, and so I'm just going to be asking her questions and interviewing her about those languages. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first question is, can you tell me about your native language?
My native language can include two. One is Mandarin, the other one is Cantonese. Cantonese is my mother tongue. Mandarin is I learned it from school. So you want me to speak some Mandarin?
Yeah.
你好吗? Then you answer 我很好. 你呢? Is how are you? I'm fine. How about you? See, this the conversation start with friends. Because of Mandarin is the whole world. Most of the Chinese speak Mandarin. They learn from school. The native dialogue is Cantonese, Hokkanese. So, but my mother tongue is Cantonese, so I speak quite fluently on both languages.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So how did you acquire another language?
I have not much problem with that. Okay, so when I was fourth grader, we learned English. So we not speak much, but we have to learn ABC. Have to spell, have to write. So in fifth grade, we have to learn grammar. Grammar. So that is a little bit harder. Okay, yeah. So I in sixth grade we have to take a test, see whether we can pass and then go to middle school.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
In English?
In English.
Okay.
Yeah, all language.
Did you get to practice speaking English like outside of the class, or was it only at school you got to speak English?
Depend on your family. My family, because my sister go English school. I and my other sister go to Chinese school.
Okay.
So we know both language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what domains do you use each of your languages? So in what different places do you use each of the languages that you know?
Okay. Depend on face to your friends, right? Like I come to this country, I have to learn English well, can speak and can write. Because if I'm not learning, so I am behind. I cannot survive. So I learn very hard on English, speak to a lot of people. I try to learn, watch TV program a lot. The mother tongue I speak with my husband.
Okay.
Yeah. So I speak mother tongue with my children too when they're young.
When they were young?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So would you consider yourself to be fluent in all 3 languages that you know, or just proficient in some of them?
I think I'm fluent.
Fluent in all of them?
Yes.
Okay, cool. When, if ever, do you find yourself code switching or going back and forth between 2 languages?
Okay, I give you an example. When I talk to my sister, they are English educated. Sometimes they have some Chinese word is they don't understand. So I have to think, oh, Chinese translate to English is this word. So that is the way I explain it to them.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing as I don't know the English word, I call my sister, explain to them, they give me English word.
Okay, yeah. How did your experiences and upbringings influence your use in each language? So I know that you started learning English in the 4th grade, but how did your other experiences growing up help you learn these languages?
Okay, when I growing up, I say that we get together with a lot of friends. That's what we learn our English. Yeah. So English is most important. So we like to learn a lot of English. My mom always say that. Why my mom sent our sister and they she break out two group. One group study Chinese, one group speak English. And her thought is, if something happen, we know the whole world. So that is she brought us to learn the language, right?
Okay. Yeah. So you had a lot of practice.
Yes.
What language do you speak most often, and which language do you think is most important, like to learn today in today's society?
Today's society is English because I live in United States. When I go back to Asia, when I go to Taiwan, I speak Mandarin. When I go to China, speak Mandarin. Because the whole country, China, everybody speak Mandarin. Go to Malaysia, I speak dialect, a lot of dialect with different group.
Okay, yeah. So do you find yourself speaking mostly English then, or do you find yourself speaking mostly
English.
Mostly.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So did your children acquire your native languages, or did they learn your secondary language growing up, like English?
English is the major. Secondary is I think is Chinese.
It's Chinese.
Yeah, I speak Chinese to them, but how much they can speak, they are not much. They shy to speak.
So they speak mostly English,
English.
like to their families, and to you they still speak English? Okay.
Yes.
Can you tell me about the tests that you had to take to obtain your degrees, and then like what languages were they in, and like which one did you think was the hardest?
Very interesting. Myself, I like to take science in English. When I come to this country, I take science class a lot because science have easier for me because the only formula like math have formula that universal. You can just you know the answer, easy to get the answer.
Yeah.
If English, you have to use a lot of word to write down one meaning, so you have to learn a lot. But if I don't understand this, I have to go to the dictionary. Yeah. So I told you that I like to fill in the blank, no problem.
Yeah, so fill in the blank, she said was easier instead of just like multiple choice.
Yes.
She thinks multiple choice.
Yeah, that one is harder. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Can you explain again why you think that the multiple choice is harder than the filling in the blank?
Yeah. Because most of them are different meaning, and I don't know this word. What is this word? Can go in here, could go in this or that word. Like I have the choices, four choices, four meaning. For me, if I don't understand one of them, so I miss the answer.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then the last question, which language do you think was the hardest to acquire?
For me, it's no different.
No different.
Because I very pay attention when you talk to people. But if I don't understand, even though go to the doctor, I don't understand it. Would you mind to write it down for me? I can go home and find dictionary. What is the meaning?
Yeah.
See.
And then once you look it up in the dictionary, can you retain it and remember it really well? Or is it something you have to go back and always like use the dictionary?
Yeah, I can remember.
You can remember?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sometimes you want me to tell you the secret?
Yeah.
Pronunciation sometimes is hard, right?
Uh-huh.
So I write Chinese to pronounce it. So pronounce it a little bit different. You have to remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is there anything else you want to include or tell me about any of your three languages?
You want me to make an example in the three language?
Sure.
Okay, so Chinese always ask, no matter where I'm from, my mother, my family, they always ask, do you have your dinner yet? This is hard to very bring out your heart to talk to people. People always 你吃饭了吗? It means did you have dinner yet? Always ask. 你食咗飯未啊? This is the language people always ask. Here you say how do you do? You know, it's different.
Yeah.
That is a different thing. Yeah. So the Chinese always say, do you eat? Do you fat? Okay. Yeah.
I think that is all the questions that I have, unless you want to include anything else.
Oh well, I enjoy to speak with you.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you. Me too.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I learned from you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is our interview question.